I would like to thank Kevin Smith for sending me this story that's coming from the New York Post. So, as we all know, and many people have already talked about it and gave their analysis on the whole Kevin Smith situation, as I have, know that he's in a pretty, I would say, interesting and not in a good way predicament. He's currently, I guess you can say, unemployed. He no longer plays for the Chiefs. They instantly pretty much let him go after this video surfaced. Well, now it seems like his problems are about to get even more worse. You would think that, you know, after this happened, his world couldn't come crashing down even harder, but it looks like it just might. Because according to the New York Post, there's another video. Well, I'm not going to say a video, but another incident that happened involving Kareem Hunt that the NFL is now investigating. They pretty much are trying to rid this man for good. So apparently there was an incident that happened back in June of this year. Again, it's not a recent incident, where it said Kareem Hunt got in an altercation with this man and punched him in the face. And now they're investigating this as, you know, probably an assault crime. Let me go ahead and read this article coming from the New York Post. It says, there might be another Kareem Hunt video out there. When I first read that part, I thought that it was going to be like, oh God, is this a video from the same incident? And it turns out that it wasn't. The NFL is investigating an incident in which the now former Chiefs star running back allegedly punched a man in the face at a resort in Ohio. According to the report, the league has found enough evidence from the June episode to bolster an incoming suspension. Now, my thing is this. The man's already been cut from the team. How are you going to suspend him? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The baseline suspension for violating NFL's personal conduct policy, as Hunt did in video obtained by TMZ on Friday that showed him shoving and kicking a woman in February, is 6 games. But with another incident possibly on the ledger, a fight that would have taken place when the NFL was already investigating the February incident, more games would be tacked on. Now, y'all heard that. They said that he would have been suspended for 6 games for that incident. I'm talking about the one in February. But they cut him. They cut him from the team altogether. He's basically a free agent. If the NFL decides to cut him altogether, he's pretty much in Ray Rice's situation as far as being blackballed. Now, I cite for you Ben Roethlisberger. That man had how many rape charges against him, or accusations against him, and he still played? Or how about Riley Cooper? Remember him? He was at a festival or something before the season had started, just before the season had started. And he was caught on camera calling other black people the N-word. And I think a couple of them were his teammates, because I think they were there. And he was calling them the N-word. But they tried to blame it on the alcohol and say he was intoxicated. Like I said before, a drunk mind speaks sober thoughts. He was speaking his mind that day. And a host of others. I already talked about Josh Brown. What complicates the suspension further is Hunt is not on an NFL team. The Chiefs cut him in the wake of the video, stating Hunt had lied to the team about the events that transpired. That was probably the only thing that he should not have done. He should have been upfront about it. I mean, I'm sure if he told the truth, he probably would have still been suspended, but he would have still been on the team. Let's see. It says, and Hunt has been placed on the commissioner's exempt list. After being released by a 9-2 team with 5 games to go this season, Hunt stands to miss at least a chunk of 2019, too, provided a team gives him a chance that was denied Ray Rice. I hope so, Hunt told ESPN on Sunday about the possibility of another team signing him. I've worked for this my entire life. I gave everything and sacrificed so much for this. If I get another shot at this, the team won't regret it. All I can hope is this. He better hope that he doesn't have anything else on him that they can pull out. Now, this incident that they said happened in June. That's June of this year. This is in June of last year or 5 years ago. I hope he doesn't have anything else that happened this year, saying back in September. Because now he is literally under a microscope. And now he is what Harvey calls the new nigga of the month. Well, him and Neil deGrasse. But since they pulled this story out where they say he allegedly punched this guy, now he's up against Neil deGrasse 2-1, because you got 2 incidents that they probably have against you in 1 month. from stuff that happened months ago. I was listening to a video Professor Black Truth had put out there when he was talking about the Kareem Hunt incident, and he basically said, and I agree with him, he said this has nothing really to do with Kareem Hunt. He's just the target right now. He's like the proxy, just like Bill Cosby was the proxy. They're using them as an example to make an example out of us, because remember, they see us as one big Negro, one big monolith. Whatever one does, they feel the rest of us all do. Remember, they don't see us as individuals unless we are doing something that benefits them. Then they'll see us as that. But they don't see us as individual people. They see us as one bad person. Like whenever they talk about the whole black on black crime stuff and like that, they'll take one good look at us and feel that we are part of all of that. Like they don't allow us to be seen as individuals. Only they can be seen as individuals. That's probably why they always kick into our movements or whatever is deemed as our movements. It's like, for example, and I know many of y'all will be like, why did he mention that? But I'm making a point. The whole Black Lives Matter thing, then here they came, All Lives Matter. They couldn't stand to see us do our own thing. So here they come throwing their stuff in there. And then they tacked and doubled down and said, Blue Lives Matter. I was like, my goodness. Or whenever we had the Black Panther Party, I'm sure some of them back then were saying, well, that's racist. What if we had something called the White Panthers? Well, first off, last time I checked, there's no such thing as a White Panther. I've heard of a white tiger or a white cat, but I've never seen a White Panther before. So it's like their little antics just falls on deaf ears. But Kareem, as far as Kareem Hunt goes, he better hope, like someone said in my comment section, I hope he invested his money wisely. But something tells me that I'm not entirely sure if he did. And I'm not saying that just say it, but I'm just saying the mindset. I'm not sure what his spending habits is like, nor is it my business, because I'm not pocket watching this man. Unlike some outlets that are talking about how much money he makes as if that's supposed to be the topic of discussion. But all I can say is good luck, because he's going to need it. They are coming for his ass. Literally. They want him up out of there. But y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.